Yeah.
Lulu. Okay.
Actually,
All right.
I like that. You know, it's not quite Tom Kench. I think the Tom Kench into the Live Sandbox combo is just insane. But what the Lulu does provide you is a lot more pressure in the lane, right? However, the one thing that is somewhat of a threat is that I think if Croco visits, Effort's Gragas has been insanely good throughout basically ever since he started picking it up. And you are, without a Kench, super vulnerable to the harding edge coming out from Effort, which is where he's excelled the most. Finding all in.
Yeah.
Problem is, Live Sandbox, they're really good at finding the all in, right? And they have the tools, a single scatter, Effort finding the enemy backline can actually be better. So if Afrika take a super dominant 2-0 here with a stellar early game, I'm happy. If Live Sandbox can learn from game number 1 and turn it around, I'm happy as well.
Oh, Dread gonna face check on in here. Keen is trying to help out. Here's the 2v2 we were looking for. The damage comes out and Afrika get first blood again. Another stun comes in.
With Yunar, I can't, it's not okay.
He's dead. Keen went back, bought items, Summit stuck around. Got Dread, who's a kill ahead. He's probably going to get some nice objective control. Summit is about to hit Meganar here. He's not level 6, but the damage might just be enough. He flashes away from the Wallop, and the one last auto will do it. No flash available now, but no ghost available for Croco. He's going to try to hit the undertow. He misses both, and now I think Croco's just dead. What a disaster. He's trying to trade it back, but that's just going to be the end of that. 3 kills in a row for Keen, as it could not get worse for Live Sandbox. Afrika are stomping them in the top lane.
This is a fall from grace if I've ever seen one, Valdez. Oh my god. Live Sandbox, this is the pressure, right? Like, this is having your fate in your own hands and not being able to deal with it because...
Yeah. He's back.
Dead.
Oh, look at the votes coming out from Fly. Dread takes 4 turret shots. He doesn't care. He got the job done.
They need to do. And these players as well. I don't think
he's back.
I think they're dead.
Well, they're both diving in here. The damage is insane out of Dread and Keen at this point in time. Dread makes his way back. This might be pushing it, but you know, he gets the kill. And that's going to be a lot of plates here for free over to Keen. There's no teleport for Summit, and this is Jace alone in the lane.
Start taking a look at okay, but you talk about 100-0. There's a Lulu on the enemy team.
Oh, he's just killing him under the turret. The immediate follow flash here, as it cannot get more one-sided up there, up 2 levels. We also have a kill, or rather a fight, going on down here in the bottom side. Fly nearly gets picked off by that group shot barrage, but that's the only thing that Afrika have going for them. It's a double kill now for Bang, who picked up a plate earlier as well. This is just Afrika in one of the most one-sided...
opponent, but unironically, this is not that different from early games that Afrika have had in the past. Yes, this gold lead is a little bit superfluous. Normally they wouldn't necessarily hit these.
Oh, they can see Fly actually from the one in the mid lane. But here comes Dread. He's like, oh, whoa, what did I just walk into? A little bit awkward here. Gonna try to find Fate as well, as Dread will be able to secure that kill alongside of Fly, who does get the last hit. And now, just, start the trumpets. We got the cast. Actually does a nice job on the Fly, who is forced to flash away. As now Keen is just a menace. Nice hit into the wall, though. They might be able to 100-0 him, and they do, finally. But only at the expense of all of their lives.
Yes, and so are Afrika, seemingly here in this game.
Yeah, well, Summit, you can tell he's not very happy. Trying to go 1v1 on a Fly here. I don't think he would have even won 1v1. Probably not. Udyr is much more terrifying than I actually imagined. Summit, maybe this is a matchup that's a little bit more even, as he is going to just flash away, and now definitely not Udyr's back. And there's a rocket in his back as well. Just going to let the AoE damage from the Phoenix stance kill him. Kind of an interesting way to look at it, but yeah. Keep in mind, guys, if Live Sandbox do lose 2-0 here, they're not 100% out, but according to our ELO system, they have a 3% chance.
To his eyes. Oh, no.
We almost got there, but then Jonas Strong saved us. Here comes Fate. He's actually going to kill the Lulu, probably, I think. Yeah, there we go. The Unleashed Power comes in. That is a big rocket onto Fate, as now Effort is going to find Fly. There's another kill, and you know what? Ezreal's got a kill.
Okay, listen. This is the solo queue spell.
Oh no!
Got so fat.
He's back! Is Pajama Man again?
Yeah. This is a victory. This is not one victory lap. This is multiple victory laps.
Yeah, they're going in here. That's a really nice scat of the week. Fly is just going to die, but it is a trade kill over to Bang. We'll probably take that. So you got the shutdown onto Fly before. But still a 1-for-1.
That's literally it. That's your option. Come on, Fly. Oh no.
I think he's... Okay, we have a little bit of a flank coming in, but I think Fly will die first. He's trying to trade it back on a Fate. There's going to be the kill. Dread is kind of alone in the back here. He is going to get that one, as Summit is getting incredibly low as well. They're trying to isolate Lehens here, but he does have the help from Jinx to get the damage down. Lehens will die, but the rest of Live Sandbox probably will follow suit, as double kill will go over to Bang, and only Prince remains once again. Give it a shot.
Gotta give it a go. Maybe this is the timeline where this actually works out. But I see those health bars and I'm thinking, nope.
Oh no. Oh, he lives. And yeah, he levels up, and I don't think the burn would have killed him. But
honestly, as a freaker, I do not fault you. Just play it. Wait for the next rake. Well, I'm not even kidding.
They're gonna try to kill Dread here. Okay, the flash over the wall. Maybe they will actually be able to get him. As the cast does come through, now he's trying to run away from the scatter, and he's not going to be able to. So they do get the definitely not Udyr, but at the same time, they're losing their turret in the mid lane.
If Prince can finish Geralda's Grudge, and he can actually get through these health bars and maybe poke, and not get hit by any of the poke from a Freaka.
Yes, here we go. Baron buff is down. And do they have the damage from Prince is really the question. Effort is going to survive. Prince is really trying to make it happen. Hopping forward, and they've baited them in, but oh man. Oh man! The damage coming out from Afrika. Bang is just a one-man army at this point in time. Triple kill comes out from him. Had a little help from his friends. As Afrika don't really care, they're just going to take the game.
Afrika scarred by many a defeat. Take it as slow as they humanly could. But it makes sense in the context of what we've seen from them this split. Redemption games coming through here from Bang. But in the end, as a whole, it's Afrika who get a win that for them means...
It's just we didn't see it all the time in spring, obviously, as you can tell by their record. But the pieces are there. Maybe they can make it work in summer. As... you see this one, 27 minutes, 43 seconds. Probably didn't even need to be this long, but even Afrika started to have some fun in the mid-game. But it was still a smash.
Thank you very much, guys. And Afrika Freaks finally brought their 6-match-long losing streak to an end. And Afrika Freaks was also able to stop Live Sandbox, making it to the playoffs by their own hands. And another blind pick Gnar was too critical. I think Live Sandbox, they could just blind pick Udyr as a first pick, and then Afrika Freaks could rotate into Olaf and a support pick, and then Afrika Freaks, maybe they had to, take Gnar, and then Live Sandbox could have taken a counter pick for Gnar as well, because Udyr has the priority for the early path. Yes, in the end, looking at the top lane, we all had Gnar versus Jace matchup, very aggressive champions, which means we are going to have a lot of bloods, and Jace is a champion that can go in and also escape out, and it's been a while since we saw Lulu as support role, but Ezreal and Ragas actually doesn't have the nuke damage to 100-0 Lulu, and Lulu, whereas she has a shield and also she has a lot of ability to protect Jinx as well. So, Live Sandbox needed to have a lot of ganks on the bottom lane. However, both of the teams were playing around the top side. It was not about the bottom lane hard carry mode, but still, if Live Sandbox was able to stop Jinx and Lulu getting easily farmed, maybe they could have a very different storyline for this game. Now let's take a look at this first highlight where Udyr and Jace was able to get ahead very easily. Because Gnar got countered, there was no priority in that lane. So Udyr was also not able to make its way to the scuttle, so he only just places a ward and he camps in that brush in order to counter and help Summit from a turret dive. So that's where he takes the reset, and then he stays for a cover for the turret dive. He cancels his reset, so he waits for a moment, but as he saw, he got the scuttle, he comes back for a top dive, so Kuroko stays for another tempo, but the difference was the CC ability, and Jace and Gnar in the early game. I think Keen and Tread kind of outplayed the opponents on the top side of the map. We had a lot of fantastic performance by Tread and Keen in this series. But at the same time, Tread once again was able to show his smart jungle path. Looking at the champions on the side of Africa Freaks, Jace, Victor, Jinx, and Lulu, they are all very easily exposed to the opponent's gank, which means Leaf Sandbox had to play around making ganks on lanes. However, because Africa also had this information, Tread always just hides outside of the opponent's vision. So Africa had this information that Syndra placed the ward around the Raptor, so Tread actually skips that Raptor camp, he just goes for the Crux, and then he makes rotation, hiding from the opponent's vision. And at the same time, it was also Keen playing the lane very well that allowed Tread to find more openings in the jungle, and Keen was able to survive that gank as well, and then Tread was able to make his appearance out of nowhere. Once again, Tread was able to just easily roam around the map, and then another gank on the mid lane. Easy and clean kill picked up by Tread. I think in both games he was able to dominate the series. It was very well handled and also very easily maneuvered. Because once a laner kind of spots the opponent's jungler, they get all the information, but today Tread, he was never spotted by the opponents. Africa Freaks was able to have a very good ending for their split, even though they had a very long losing streak, and Keen will pick up the POG on Jace, 3 solo kills in a single game. This is his comfort and confident pick into Gnar, and together with Tread, he was able to dominate the top lane. And that's why Africa always guarantees him to get the counter pick. I think this time around, Keen was playing for himself. He was so brutal, always taking down Summit 24/7 in this game, and I think we saw the return of the old Keen who always played the great performance on this Jace pick. As a teammate, former teammate Kuro says, he was a fantastic Jace player for sure. I think this was a reminiscence of his old performance, and Gnar, even though he had a very high HQ bar, Keen was bold enough to pull off that solo kill play. 6 votes picked up by Keen, and Tread was also win 3 out of 9 votes.